All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bingothon Summer 2023. This event is benefiting Doctors Without Borders, and you can find the link to donate below the stream or by typing !donate. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Team 17, for sponsoring this event. And with that said, here we are now with Sonic R 2v2 Lockout Bingo. I'm accompanied here by our two commentators here who are going to commentate this exciting run. So I'll let you guys take it away from now. Good luck.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Nimput, and I'm here with Dilcat.
Hello. I play this game occasionally, and I thought since I have some experience with this, might as well commentate it and hopefully clear some things up. And
Yeah,
looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. We've not had a lot of Sonic R bingo coverage anywhere really, so this is pretty exciting. Yeah, Sonic R is a very short game, but it has a couple of different game modes and a couple of characters and tracks that are locked behind certain types of progression and such. So there's a lot that can be done immediately, but also other things that needs to be worked for. So we'll see how other different runners do things here.
Yeah. So I think everyone's ready. Timing's gonna start on when everyone clicks new game. So hopefully, looks like we got 3 of our runners who are ready. Not sure about CFood, but yeah, might be some delay as well. So.
Yeah, so important to know is the stuff that can be done immediately is like every track aside from Radiant Emerald, so there's 5 tracks in total, and 4 of them are immediately from the beginning, and also 4 characters are immediately accessible from the beginning, which are Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. So all of these things are doable right from the start, and everything else you need to go out of your way to unlock, including possibly doing like a full all emeralds run of the game or anything like that you will, for example, if you have a goal that involves doing something with the Supersonic character, you need to do a full no emeralds run to unlock that. So that'll take about 10 or so minutes. So yeah, these are quite huge time sinks, but also again, there's a lot of goals that can be done quickly, but yeah, we'll see what our strategies here are.
Yeah, the board variety is like there's so much you can do. So some might get knocked out like immediately, and then others might take a while. So yeah.
So in addition to we should maybe explain the different game modes that exist in the game. So the standard is Grand Prix, which is how you unlock things. In Grand Prix, you can collect collectibles, which either the emeralds or the tokens to unlock additional characters. And then in addition to Grand Prix, you can get the time attack mode, which has different subcategories of forward time attack, backwards time attack, and then the special modes, which are tag and balloon mode. So in tag, you get spawned into the stage with 4 other characters, and you have to tag them. They're trying to run away from you. And balloon mode, you get 5 balloons that spawn in random locations throughout the stage that you have to find. If you're familiar with Sonic Adventure DX or Sonic Adventure 2, sort of like the Knuckles and Rouge stages, so basically treasure hunting, but with 5 pieces instead.
With balloons, I'm getting... Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. In SAD, you can like reset pieces, right? If you get like... I forget. It's like...
You can re-roll pieces mid level, yes.
Yeah, well, with this, it's like kind of different because you gotta get like all 5 good locations and whatnot. So it's like one big set, and you have like...
You definitely have to just take what RNG you get there.
Yeah. Like, not even like the IO records have like the most optimal sets, so yeah, it can be pretty punishing.
Yeah.
I think everyone's ready. So yeah, we can get this on the road, hopefully.
I do want to point out CFood has done a lot of work practicing the balloons, which to that degree I don't think anyone's ever done. The balloons is usually something people grinded for an optimal scenario in ILs, but people never really practice them to be able to beat them reliably with like learning all of the different locations as opposed to just learning the fastest ones. So CFood is kind of like breaking in new ground in this game, you could almost say,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
All right. Seems like everyone's ready. So, from what I heard from the teams, they're gonna be doing like, I think the common goal I see them like teams do for this is one person gets like the really fast stuff out of the way, and the other just like gets all the 100% stuff done. So that's something
Yeah.
I've noticed with these. That
And
might be the
CFood
same
is
here.
jumping immediately into balloon mode.
You were
You
just
love to
talking
see it.
about how she's like really dedicated to balloons, and then wow. Yeah, so bloom locations, very important to know, especially for bingo. Like, it's completely different compared to like ILs. Like, oh, ILs you can just reset and reset, but this you kind of have to take, and just know where it is.
Yeah.
And some stage, like Regal, in my opinion, is like probably the hardest balloon stage.
Regal
Like,
balloons is brutal. Yeah, I do
yeah.
remember like playing a bingo one time and just getting stuck on this for like several minutes because I just
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
find some missing location. It is really hard.
Yeah.
All right, KPL doing
100% resort, I think. Unless he doesn't get the emerald, but he's getting the token, so.
yeah.
Also, I guess we should mention this as well, is that, or we already mentioned it, I think. Did you mention PC and GameCube already, or?
Oh no, I have not. No.
Okay, so CFood and SonicFan are playing on the PC version of the game, and KPL and Big Mike here playing on the GameCube version. So for the speedrun, it doesn't really matter since the game is, timed by in-game time, but for this in a real-time setting, it's actually kind of a difference because PC has faster loads, so that's like kind of a disadvantage. But since both teams have like a PC and a GameCube runner, it evens it out. So yeah, and I guess in terms of gameplay, PC is also kind of different, but it's not like a huge difference.
Yeah, the drifting mechanics are a bit more aggressive in PC, you could say.
Yeah.
But the way it works is essentially the same. It's just like the degree to which it works is slightly different.
Man, Seafood is really loving balloons. We got another balloon set.
The difference
And
in loads is actually quite significant. But interestingly enough, the PC version also has extremely slow menuing, so there it loses time again. So it evens out a little bit, but overall PC is still quite a bit faster.
True. Yeah, so looks like so 3 so far, 2 minutes in. It's pretty good. The 40-minute estimate, I mean, I don't know. It's bingo. Anything can happen. Sometimes these can take forever, and sometimes they happen really fast. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mikey and Esfin are doing the same thing. I don't know if, well, I think that's part of the strategy. I'm not entirely sure what their plan was, but it just seems like they did the same exact thing. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
interesting seeing SonicFan and Big Mikey both in Resort Island with Knuckles right now.
Really... Yeah, it seems like KPL's doing like the unlock stuff from what I'm like. He already unlocked Sonic, so that's what he's doing. But they're unlocking Sonic too, and yeah, I guess Sifu's just doing the basic stuff based off what I'm seeing. Alright, is that another one? Wow. Right,
Yeah,
it's tied.
CFood will probably just go through all the balloons and just check those off, at least those that can be done immediately. Are there any balloon stuff on Radiant Emerald? Do you, sir? I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, so she can probably just check all those off for the most part. Actually, it depends on what the characters are, but I'm not seeing anything that would take longer right now.
I mean, like Supersonic cards can take a while because you gotta unlock all the emeralds and whatnot just for like one slot. Like this one has. Oh, there's actually a couple Supersonics on here, so it's not. Yeah, some cards have like like 1 or 2 Supersonics. It's like, do you even want to go for that or not? Because just one, and he takes forever, and you just be like, well, maybe there are other ones I can go for. So yeah, it's kind of a risky move sometimes, but I don't know. That's why playing this out is really important.
Yeah, like anything with Supersonic is gonna take like 10 minutes to unlock, but if you play it smart, you can obviously also do other goals on the way because you can accomplish other things while unlocking Supersonic. And then with individual characters, you have to do basically one extra race, so it's like a 1 minute, 1.5 minute, maybe 2 minutes with the extra collecting of the tokens, maybe 2 minute time commitment for unlocking a character.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the not KPL, SonicFan, Big Mikey both unlock most Sonic, but they're doing completely different things, so I guess that was part of the strategy. I was like, they were doing the same exact thing, so I guess it's part
Yeah.
of it. I need medals.
Also, I guess worth pointing out, this is just part of standard speedrun strategy, but they're all playing on snow weather right now because that freezes the water and you can just run over it. And it also makes the ground more slippery, which allows you to do more drifting, which speeds you up. Worth noting, though, the game modes time attack, both forward and backward, are not affected by the weather setting. This is only for Grand Prix, and for some reason the special modes, so tag and balloons. But yeah, anything time attack you will see in clear weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no clue why they made that decision, but whatever.
Yeah, it's probably honestly like an oversight in the game code, I'd imagine.
Oh boy. Yeah, tag, I guess I'll point this out. Tag can be sometimes really punishing because the hitboxes and some of the characters are really small, so you gotta be like really careful. With people with like Eggman and Amy, hitting them's pretty easy, but some characters have some really jank hitboxes, so it can be like hard to hit them.
Yeah, tag can be extremely tedious if you get
And
unlucky.
When you have like when you're playing as like an unlocked character and you have like Supersonic, oh man, have fun because
Yeah. Yeah, trying to catch Supersonic as Tailstall on like Radiant Emerald is like impossible.
oh,
It takes minutes.
Yeah, but thankfully this game has difficulty settings, so if you're playing on easy, you'll be fine most likely.
Yeah, Radiant Emerald tag mode with Egg Robo I see there as a goal. That's a tough one.
Oh man. Well, if they don't have Supersonic unlocked, it shouldn't be that bad. But oh
yeah,
god, Egg Robo, oh man.
but still, again, like Metal Sonic and Metal Knuckles, still quite tough.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would definitely be a good strategy to, if you are planning on unlocking Supersonic in the long run, to definitely get those out of the way first.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you have Supersonic unlocked, you make your life significantly harder in those.
For sure.
And there you see Big Mikey is in reverse time attack mode, so this is clear weather, so there's no snow right there.
Big Mikey doesn't know the shortcut, oh no. Oh man. Not. You can jump over that. Oh man. It's not a big deal, but yeah. But some cards you don't know, like you don't expect, and they don't know the optimal routes. Because I don't think, yeah, the route Mikey's doing is like the very basic route. There's like a way to do this much faster.
Yeah.
But it's really not a big deal. But hey, you got it, so it's all that matters. Yeah. So, yeah, everyone right now is basically just unlocking the characters, I'm guessing, because they're all like getting. We got someone doing the challenge race. We got 2 people unlocking a character. So yeah, there's not really a lot left with like. Wait, actually, there's a couple things, but a lot of the other ones are gonna require like unlock characters. Like you're gonna have to do these at some point anyway, so might as well do it now.
Ready, set, go!
Regal Ruin reverse time attack with Tailstall. That is an extremely uncomfortable time attack. The route for reverse Regal Ruin is so awkward.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Oh yeah, and
That's
these walls.
Yeah, it's really, especially with Tailstall, because Tailstall has such extremely stiff handling. Like getting him around any corners is near impossible.
Yeah, and the worst part is, wait, no, CFood's playing on yeah, PC with Tails doll handling is slightly better than GameCube with like counter drifting or whatnot, but it's, you know, barely anything. Is there any Oh man, Radiant Emerald Grand Prix with Amy. I'm gonna feel bad for whoever has to do that. Oh, man.
Fun fact, if you do the out of bounds any percent category, Amy is the fastest character on Radiant Emerald, but if you do it inbounds, it's the slowest character.
Wow.
This game is funny like that.
I'm waiting for the day someone goes for 3 out of 3 jump clip in Radiant as a time save. It's gonna happen.
in 100%.
No, in any percent, because like, if you do Knuckles and get like 2 out of 3, it's like slightly faster than Amy. But like, who would go for that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is also like kind of a no out of bounds. Like, it's not really like we didn't really agree on it, but this is mainly just gonna be like a no out of bounds bingo.
Yeah,
Because-
it's the like standard speedrun category for Sonic R. Like people typically do no out of bounds. Out of bounds does get a little tedious and messy sometimes. So just the best format for bingo at least.
Yeah, and sometimes like if you've played this game or speedrun it or like anything, you will probably clip out on accident at least once or twice. It's very common. So
Yeah, especially if you do like the like advanced drifting strats, as you see KPL and SonicFan especially do. Like they got the drifting and counter drifting. You go quite fast and bump into walls, and then sometimes you just clip through. It happens.
Mhm. And there's a lot of spots. Like there's so many. I don't think I can even name all of them. Yeah, so the board's getting yeah, there's some stuff on it. You can see it's like almost tied, not really, but it seems like they have their plan and everything. Yeah, so SonicFan's unlocking Egg Robo, so I guess he'll be maybe he'll be the one to do Radiant Emerald tag with Egg Robo, I'm guessing. And also or the reactive one. Or both.
Have we seen anyone like just going through all the races yet to unlock Radiant Emerald?
I've been looking at 4 screens. I have
Yeah, it's
no,
hard to follow.
but I don't think from what I've been seeing. It's only been like 12 minutes in, so
yeah,
and they've been doing other stuff, so probably not.
yeah, that's true.
But
I mean, like for reference, an any percent or out of bounds speedrun of this game takes like 9 to 10 minutes, and then here with like some additional characters that they might use for one of the goals, it might take a little longer. So, if they go straight to trying to unlock Radiant Emerald, you could about expect it to happen sometime now. So can't really see Radiant Emerald any sooner than. Oh, there we are. There it is.
wow. Oh, he unlocked Supersonic. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I mean, right now he has a fast character at least. Maybe he can.
Yeah.
Does KPL know the manip in
Oh,
the
he didn't
corner
do
here?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you bonk on that very far right wall, sometimes the CPUs can like go the other way and then they'll run into you. But
Yeah, it's like the AI of these CPUs will see you go on the very right side, like on a different part of the track, and think you are on the same part of the track as them, and then they'll turn around and come towards you. So that's a strat that's used
that
in
was
the
a
in the
beautiful
tag
snipe.
IO.
Oh my.
Yeah, that was really good. Like getting a small character, like anyone that's not Eggman or Amy. Getting them is already hard enough as it is, but getting them especially like in a bank turn is like near impossible. That needs so much precision in the drifting.
Yeah. Oh man, Biggs Mikey's doing it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he'll be there for a while.
Yeah, I think it'd take like 2 to 3 minutes, so. Oh, but Supersonic Tag! Yeah, I don't even know like all the unlocked characters, so this should be a breeze. Oh. Yeah, since we were just talking about the AI, I guess I'll also mention the AI in this game is not programmed very well. Like, sometimes they can just not know what they're doing. go the other way. They somehow clip out of bounds. I don't know how, but they just do that for some reason. Yeah.
They're very good at dodging you in tag, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like somehow nothing about this AI works properly except for the dodging mechanic.
Oh yeah.
That's very advanced.
I don't know how they managed to do that, but every time I play Radiant Emerald, Tails all like clips through the map. It's crazy. Alright, we got... Okay, yeah, it's a 1 minute lap, so that's gonna... Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah, 3 minutes in Sonic R time is like 7 hours
Yeah.
of how short this game is.
Yeah, so... Okay, so, like, I think 3 people... Maybe CP... I haven't, like, looked at CFood a lot, but... seems like 3 people do have, like, Radiant Unlock at least, so... Trying to look at more of these. I want to see like what we really, because like the Amy one is pretty slow. I'm trying to see what other really bad ones are on here, if any. Oh, there's a Radiant Emerald one with Amy, but it's in reverse. Well, I didn't see that one. We'll tag with Egg Robo. Oh man.
KPL getting a nice Radical City balloon.
That's a pretty good set actually. Radiant Emerald Timer Spell with Eggman, that's also new. Well, I think that actually will be worse because with Amy she has a boost at least, but Eggman just doesn't. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then in Time Trial there's no ring, so he can't go through ring gates. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Yeah. That's gotta take even longer. That's rough.
Oh man. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, yeah, I was sorry. This is good. This is like
Alright.
3 minutes actually.
Let's see how KPL now deals with the Egg
Oh.
Robo attack. That's gonna
Yeah.
be rough because KPL now has to go against Supersonic as one of the slower characters.
Oh man.
So that might take a while.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean,
Alright.
as far as I know, with these tags, you aren't like never in a situation where it's impossible to beat. Like the AI just doesn't speed away from you. Like,
No.
but they do move. They do keep on moving, and even if they move slightly slower than you, it just takes very long to catch up if your character is slow.
Wait, did KPL restart? I just now noticed this. Oh. Interesting. Is Big Mikey doing what I think he's doing? Okay, no. I thought he was into the other one, the Radiant one.
Oh, we have double Radiant Emerald tag now. That's nice.
Wow. Yeah, so starter character tag is, as you could probably have guessed, a lot more easier because like when you're playing the starter character, you're only against like the starter characters and Eggman. But if you're playing as an unlock character besides Eggman, you gotta go against the other unlock characters, which also include Supersonic. So yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, for ILs, you would usually use a save file setup where only the unlockable character that you use is unlocked, and the other characters are just the standard ones, so it's easier. But obviously that's not really an option here in Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, KPL still cruising around the map.
It's been a minute. Oh, and of course it's Supersonic's on the other side of the map. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's like I don't think turning around like KPL did there was a good choice because I think now he's just like Supersonic is just gonna turn around as well. I think you just have to like stick with what you're doing and just keep on like cruising, and at some point you'll catch him. But I don't think turning around does anything.
No, he's kind of already in there. He pretty much just keep going the way he's been going.
Yeah. It's just a really, really rough level to deal with.
Yeah. And sometimes, because I've done Bingo before, I would know this. Sometimes you can be like, for example, if you're done the balloon locations, you're gonna be like 6 minutes into a set and be like, oh, I can't find the last balloon. Wow, KPL, did he restart? Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like, know, do I want to restart this? Do I want to keep going with this or not? So I guess KPL was like, yeah, I want to see if I can do this. But oh, he's going straight for Supersonic, you know? I was
I
thinking
mean,
about that.
yeah, probably not a bad decision, all
Oh,
things
and he got,
considered.
oh, that's snipe.
That
Wow.
that was very good getting him in the turn to happen there. Yeah, that was a pretty good call, honestly.
Okay. Well, the rest should be easy then, because the others aren't as bad.
Yeah, the rest
Alright.
isn't too bad.
Oh boy. Big Mikey's doing it. Okay, so this might take even longer than the Amy one. The Amy one was like, what, 3 minutes? This one might take even longer, so... Woohoo. You got 3 people in Radiant, wow. That's nothing you know. You don't see that a lot. Man. Okay, we got 4 more left, and... We got someone doing... Well, no one's doing the Sonic one right now. So I guess someone should
Yeah,
probably do
we'll
that.
probably see that very soon.
Oh boy. He doesn't know. Well,
Oh no.
well, in theory, if he does a really bad job catching Metal Sonic, Sonic has a chance. But I mean, he's literally right there. Probably not. Yeah. Oh, and also Tails. Like I kind of got Tails for some reason. All 4 Radiant, man. That's beautiful. Yeah. So CFood and Big Mikey are doing some of the most boring ILs you'll ever see, because it's just like no out of bounds with Amy, especially. Like, oh man, if you're not doing out of bounds, it's such a task playing with her. Oh god, he's doing. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. They're also doing the same thing, and since CFood already committed to it, I don't know if SN's gonna finish. Oh, and he got caught on the wall. Yeah. The worst thing is like when you're doing something like this and you're like 2 minutes in, and then you're on the last lap, and then someone just marks. And I'm like, wow, I just wasted all of that time. When I could have
Yeah,
been doing
I mean,
something
yeah,
else.
that's just in general like a bingo thing that just happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's actually we're gonna destroy the estimate because we're like almost finished because like everyone's doing like the last couple of cards.
The game is so short.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know. Have we had any donations? Because this is a good time for them. I don't know if we had any, but
We're just
perfect
cruising around right now.
yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, I could definitely share some messages.
Mhm.
Since we're actually getting closing in on our upcoming run, depending on how things might go, I just wanted to remind everyone that we do have a bid war for that run that will therefore soon close. For any new viewers here, that might be the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening Chaos Settings choice, for which the bid war is at 3 choices. The first one is Jinglish, which is a choice where the game's English texts are Google translated to Japanese and then back to English to lead to some chaotic results. The second one is Rupee Life, where Link's wallet becomes his health. So that one's also going to be leading to interesting shenanigans. And Snake, which will leave holes behind Link as he walks, therefore meaning he can't backtrack and basically transforms Link's Awakening into a game of Snake. And at the moment, Jinglish is at $50 in the lead. Snake is second at $15, and Rupee Life does not have anything yet. But who knows? There could be a snipe happening before the start of the next run. I'd be interested to see if that happens. But yeah, thank you everyone so far, and let's see how things will go for the end of this run.
Yeah, I think we're actually very close because you see KPL is on the 3rd lap of the Sonic goal, and then they have 13 goals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Steve was literally like about to finish like really
yeah,
soon. Yeah. Poor Sonic fan, 2.5 minutes just gone down the drain because, oh man. Yeah.
oh yeah, CFood is about to finish as well. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
we're
man.
done here. GG. But yeah, that was a really close race. Like 2 goals apart.
Wait,
Like that's
wait. Why is KPL stopping? He could literally get it. He's just gonna let. Wait.
because
Oh,
they got
oh,
13,
sorry.
so it's done.
Okay,
Like
never mind.
they've already won.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah. Yeah, that actually was really close. Wow. Nice. GG's.
You would expect nothing less out of a Sonic run going underestimate like that.
Yeah.
I wonder, do the runners want to come for an interview, or because I guess we might have a few
I think so,
minutes.
yeah.
They mentioned they wanted to do it afterwards, so.
All right. In that case, we might have therefore some time for a quick few words. In that case,
Thank you for having us on. It's nice to showcase something like this because like Sonic Bingo is like not shown anywhere, so it's nice to show something like this, and it's a very short and fun game to show off. So yeah, that's all I really have to say.
Hello.
What
Hello.
is up?
Hello.
It's a crazy
GG,
match.
both of you. Very nice
GG.
match.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you guys get all the progression so quickly?
That was mostly KPL.
Okay.
Right? I started in Balloon, right? And then I went
didn't
over.
Balloons.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like we could have played the 50-50 on like I do one balloon, hope that you do the other balloon. I didn't even see the
No.
second one. Oh man.
Yeah, no, I did both of them, and then I did a tag mode with Sonic real quick. I think, and then I went in, got Tails Doll, did that, and then at that point, there wasn't much to do, so I just worked towards Radiant Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Mikey had the
Oh.
most insane strategy, and it didn't.
It didn't work.
No.
I mean, we
Right.
didn't do it slowly. Like we were, I don't know. We only ended up one goal behind you guys, so I think we did it as well as we could have.
Right. So I just wanted to say, I was in the I had like just started Grand Prix Radiant Emerald with Amory, right? And then I'm like maybe a minute into it, and you click off the goal, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
That
Because
actually
I'm
didn't
backing
happen
up.
to us too much. Did that happen to you at all, S-Fan?
It happened to me like twice. I got sniped,
Yeah.
I think.
Were you really far into the stage though?
I wasn't that far. I was like halfway through each stage.
That's still
And
kind of
then
far.
I was wondering if I could contest the Eggman goals, right? One of them. So I went
Yeah.
in to Radiant Emerald with Knuckles, right? Try and get it done. But then like I think I was like maybe 2 laps deep or something, and then you click off one of the Eggman goals, and I'm like, I can't contest this. I gotta dip. I gotta go. I'm like, I can't contest that goal. If they're going for it, I lose it, and if they're not going for it, then I guess. Well, I just read that wrong, but like, yeah, no.
Ended up being really close though.
I think
Yeah.
KPL is the one that was doing a lot of the progression goals, getting all the characters, right?
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
KPL was the first one in Radiant Emerald out of everyone. So
Did you just rush like 100% KPL or
Yeah,
like
pretty much,
characters?
yeah. I
Wow,
pretty much
did you like do any goals at the beginning?
No. The first thing I did was unlock Metal Sonic because I saw there was 5 goals for Metal Sonic. I tried to compete for the ones that I believed. Once I saw you both doing Tails and Amy, I knew that I had Radical City under my belt, and I know I'm not fast enough to be able to compete for Radical Factory 2, so that's why I went out into tag mode. And I saw one of you guys click Reactive Factor Grand Prix with Metal Sonic, so I just kept going. I didn't bother unlocking Tails Doll. I said CFood should probably unlock Tails Doll. I didn't bother unlocking Metal Knuckles. Wasn't even a character.
Oh yeah,
I
it
unlocked
wasn't even on the
Metal.
board.
I pretty much rushed Radical Radiant Emerald and just try to keep going from there. I knew you guys didn't probably want to do balloon mode because I know you and SFAM primarily like to prioritize like Grand Prix and things like that and like time trials. Because you assumed that we would, and which is a good assumption.
Yeah, I actually only saw one balloon on the board at first, so I thought Sifu would just do that for free. And then I saw
Yeah.
there were 2 of them, and I was like, oh man, I had an opportunity for at least something.
Yeah, so I just really
Yeah.
tried to like contest with the characters that I had. Like I really tried to get Egg Robo and Radiant Emerald. I tried to get Supersonic as fast as possible because I saw there were like 3 Supersonic goals, and like that's really a lot for Supersonic, in my opinion. So I really I counted out the Radiant Emerald goals. I saw there were 7. I'm like, that's significant enough. Enough. So, yeah, I just thought it was good to unlock Supersonic Radiant Emerald early, so I really just tried to rush that. And once CFood was done with a couple of things she did in the beginning, I'm like, you should probably just go unlock Radiant Emerald.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my thought process.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Yeah, I was trying to route out progression throughout doing tasks, but I think that probably
It's
ends up
hard. It
wasting
really
more
is hard.
time.
Like,
Yeah, they didn't work here because there were 3 Grand Prix in Reactive Factory. 3 of them.
Yeah, that shit was really funny.
yeah, you guys actually got all 3 of them.
Oh
So
yeah,
there's a lot
yeah.
of-
We kind of
Reactive
rushed
Factory's
that right
long
off the bat.
stage, you know. So like compared to like some others.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bill and Nim, what did you guys think about everything? Did you notice anything that we probably didn't see?
Trying
Uh,
to think.
no, no, really. It was just like seeing like all the different like approaches of like things that are tackled. That was like a lot of stuff that happened parallel, like not a lot of like overlap, like snatching goals away from each other or something. There was
Yeah.
like a lot of different stuff to do, and it seemed like you all like had it spread out pretty well for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it ended up like a very close race because you were all just kind of doing your stuff for the most part, and it all worked decently well, it looked like.
Yeah, I didn't have any major hiccups. I forgot that Eggman can't jump. Well, I didn't forget. It's just I fell
Oh
down
man.
right at the beginning of the lap 2 of Regal Ruin reverse. I
Oh.
swear he's tall enough to get over that little bump, but
Oh yeah, I saw
it's
that.
like there's an invis wall right there. I'm like, no, just let me up.
Yeah, I had a bit of a meltdown with Radiant Emerald tag is like Robo. Supersonic is just too fast. He like completely
That sounds. Oh, you had to do. Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
that one's
Supersonic.
really rough.
That was
That's
really rough.
unfair. That's like
I'm
borderline
glad I
unfair.
eventually once I realized like he's just too far. I need to reset in order
Yeah,
to like,
the
get him
reset
first.
was a really good choice there.
Oh,
Definitely.
He was just
already
too
So
far.
you have to do everything from the start on a reset, right?
Yeah, you had to catch them all again. I had everybody else except for
Damn.
him. But
But it was a better move to just reset.
yeah, because I don't think I would have caught him. I would have been
Wow.
still there to
I
this day,
think-
still trapped.
I think if you just keep on cruising, at some point you'll catch them. Like I don't think you ever get in a situation where it's impossible to catch them, but it just takes very long at some point when they're just like on the
Yeah.
opposite side of the track. So you either
Especially
have to
'cause
just
he's
like
so
commit
fast.
to just circling the track for a couple minutes or just
Mhm.
restart.
So on the reset, you go right for him then, right?
Right, I turned it around because he goes
Yeah.
behind me, so he's not directly
Mhm.
facing me.
I
So if
was-
you have to do a slower, oh, sorry, Austin.
Oh yeah.
Hey
I was
guys, sorry to catch you guys off. It looks like the next roll need to be starting in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Sorry
yeah.
about that. So have you got like any like last sentence you guys would like to say before we go off?
Shout
yeah.
out Sacer, Sonic Adventure era speedrunning community, Sacer _ events on Twitch. Host every
This is even
Sonic
Sacer,
speedrunning
right?
event.
Yeah, if you dig this, consider joining the Sonic R Discord. There's
Sonic
a
R
link
Discord.
over on the SonicRspeedrunning.com page.
Yep.
Bingo's kind of getting a bit of a rejuvenation right now. It's sick. It'd be cool to
Yeah.
have y'all.
Yeah.
You could find me at twitch.tv/bigmikey_ CFood. What about you?
Seafood Zero.
Yeah, kpl3894.
Yep, you. I just typed the command in the chat, and there should be all our wonderful brothers' Twitch links in there. So definitely give all of them a follow.
Yay.
Yeah, and
just
you can find me.
Go ahead.
Find me at twitch.tv/aura866.
Yeah. Let's go. Me too. You can find me there too.
All right. Before we go off, I do have a bit of an announcement.
Yo.
So, we got a couple of donations. We first got a $20 donation from NY Gamer with a comment saying "Bingo Bango Quaso," with
Let's go.
and that particular donation went towards the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX Chaos Settings choice. And that already is exciting enough, but something even more exciting happened, because we got $116 donation from Dry Beer with the comment saying "Unleash the Chaos." So that donation went also towards the Link's Awakening DX Chaos Settings choice, specifically towards the Jenglish choice. But here's the thing. Because the total amount of donations reached for this bid war have now surpassed $200, that means that Pink Batman will do all three choices at once. So, indeed, it is time to unleash the chaos. And that means we're currently sitting at $388 in total raised for Doctors Without Borders. So thank you so much to you both for your donations, because it's really amazing. Thank you to everyone in here as well for the runs and the commentary. And with that
Thank
said,
you for having us. It's been awesome.
Indeed, thank you so much, guys. And with that said, we'll now move on to intermission for the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX Randomizer. See you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What is it for you that constitutes a fun and engaging goal versus one that you think may need some rebalancing?
Really, the only time I've ever actually considered a goal that would be in need of rebalancing is if the existence of that goal directly counters the collection of another goal. So, like, have one spot on the bingo board say, have this item in your inventory, but then have another bingo spot in even the same row or column say, trade away that item, which would in turn cancel out the original spot, which was an issue when the bingo board first came into play. So, like, in Link's Awakening DX, you get a mushroom to get powder normally in the base game. So in the randomizer, we find the mushroom, and then we still trade it away to the witch, and she gives us another random item. However, these can both end up being bingo board spots, you know, have the mushroom and trade the mushroom for the witch's item. And if you trade the mushroom away, it takes away your mushroom trade item. You could just go get another mushroom from the forest after that, but it does feel a little funky doing it that way. And there have been other goals, especially trade quest goals, that have that same thing, but it becomes a more permanent thing. Like if you use a glitch to skip getting a certain item of the collection sequence, and then you try to go back and get that item, like, it doesn't count. So that can break a bingo board sometimes.
Peggy 12.
If you're listening to this, I'm probably dead.
Forrest, it's the Whistling Man.
What the hell? The Whistling Man?
He was a serial killer back in the 50s. Went around in a freaky mask. Killed about a dozen folks in Gallows Creek. No reason for it. No motive. Hit the button. We have a caller.
Hello, caller. You're live on the stream with me, Forrest Nash. Talk to me, Murphy. What's wrong?
Oh, the killer got me, man.
We've got a plan, but we can't agree on who should do what.
You want me to be the tiebreaker?
Exactly. We'll need someone on the roof. It's gonna be a hard climb.
Heather's got this. Focus. You got this.
Thank you, Forrest.
Go right.
I'm out. Thank you, Forrest. You're almost out of time. Just do something. Where do I go? Oh, no, Dad. Please, no. Ah!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bingothon Summer 2023. I hope you've enjoyed this run of Sonic R. They've gone really so fast that I went underestimate, but you know, you definitely wouldn't expect anything less from a Sonic run, because after all, it's all about going fast with that. But anyway, the fun definitely doesn't stop here, because as you all would well know, our following run will be The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX Randomizer, with absolutely chaotic settings, so definitely expect a lot of fun. With that said, I literally just got the word right now from tech that the run is ready to go, so sit tight everybody, as we're about to get started with the chaos. Just before we go, I want to do a final little reminder that this event is in benefit of Doctors Without Borders. And for, you know, their amazing work relies on private donations rather than funds from governments or other public funds, which means that they are independent and can deploy their assistance where they know it is needed as soon as possible without the needs from external approvals. And thus, your donations are vital in keeping that independence, and it's all going towards an amazing cause. So us being at almost $400 is absolutely amazing. So thank you everyone who's donated so far. Let's see how far we can go, and with that said, let's get onto Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening: The X Randomizer. See you guys soon.